I am honored, as is the President, to have invited and to have received these guests to the White House who are national leaders on so many issues, and in particular on one of the biggest issues, if not the biggest issues that our democracy faces, which is these concerted, intentional efforts to deprive the American people of their right to vote. I invited, along with the President, these leaders so that we could have a candid conversation, so that we could talk about who is being impacted, how they are being impacted, always with a context that is historical in nature, understanding that so much of this is not new and is going to require us to be tireless and committed and vigilant in fighting for all people's right to vote. I look at the leaders that are at this table who are also women and also black women, and I see Sojourner Truth. When I look at the women at this table, I see Ida B. Wells, Amelia Boynton. I see Fannie Lou Hamer. I see Constance Baker Motley. And these are the modern versions of those great women who all Americans have the blessing and the benefit of standing on their shoulder. So this meeting has been a meeting and a discussion among leaders who are national leaders, who are American leaders, about what we must collectively as a nation do to stand up for our democracy. You know, yesterday I hosted the Chancellor of Germany in my home, in the official residence of the Vice President of the United States. And we discussed our collective responsibility to fight for democracies around the world. And in the context of that conversation, voting rights in America came up. Because this is not only an issue for us as Americans in terms of the ability to exercise our voice, our rightful voice in our democracy. This is also an issue that is about America standing in the world and whether we can continue to hold ourselves out as a democracy and therefore a leader on the globe. All of these issues are present at this very table in the Roosevelt Room right now in the discussion that we have had. And I want to thank Melanie Campbell and every one of the leaders here for all that you do every day, and this discussion will continue. Thank you.
Madam Vice President, you brought up the issue of history. Is this that LBJ moment on voting rights? Are they making you do it, or making Republicans in Congress do it when it comes to voting rights?
No one is going to make us do what we know is our right and responsibility, which is to fight for our democracy and fight for our rights every day of the week. And this is, let's be clear, not about any one racial group or gender group. This is about all Americans. This is not an issue about Democrats versus Republicans. This is about Americans. And this group of national leaders are very clear about that. This is a fight for all people, regardless of who they voted for in the last election or who they vote for in the next election. Thank you.